Isaac Netero, or chairman of the Hunter Association. Old man Netero showed up to, greet the applicants and other things and congratulate them on getting to, that far in the Hunter exam. That they would have to, go through more, phases. And at the end of it, you'd be there to, give them their, hunter's license. He also tested Kilo and Gone too. Kids have some, potential. I want to see what you can do. Try to take this ball out of my hand. And he told both of them to do him and attack him at the same time to try to take that ball out of his hands, right? But they couldn't do it. They couldn't steal the ball from Netero. Killua even pulled out the assassination arts move where, it shows double. And Gon Freaks is like, I see all these Killuas. And, Netero knew what that was. He's like, he's serious. He's trying to use, the assassination arts to grab this ball. Take me down so he can grab the ball. But guess what? Isaac Netero's legs were like, hard to steal. Killua tried to kick his leg and he was like, ooh, screaming in pain. Then he was like, Gon Freaks was like, hey, I don't think I can take that ball from you, but I can make you switch hands. Like, take it from your right hand and put it in the left hand. I can force you to do that. And then Netero was like, okay, try me. He did end up forcing Netero to do that. Netero was like, okay, but I told you had to take the ball. You still have a long way to go as a hunter, but you still have potential and shit. I hope to see you at the end of the, hunter exams, And then he told, them at the end, when they got towards the final, phase, he was like, you can't kill your opponent, but you have to make them submit. That's the hard part because some of these contestants wanted to kill their opponent because they knew they could, but they couldn't do that. If they killed their opponent, then they would be out. So then, Kilo ended up killing Bodoro, and then Netero was like, I can't allow you to, be here for, to get your license. You're disqualified this year. You have to, leave, immediately. As a chairman, he had to do that. But he's powerful, even during this time. So strength 93, speed 93, 91 for his durability, 91 for his endurance, 90 for his intelligence, 98 for his experience, 98 for his close skills, 99 for his experience, 90 for his range skills, and 88 for his recoup, 96 for his hacks, and a 92.9 for his overall power score. Beat Cool Claw in the corner, because I'll get him later on in the series too. That's what you really want to know. But beat Cool Claw in the corner.